Hey bitch, welcome back to my channel again. So yeah, I've really been enjoying these little collection videos, and today's video is going to be a bit shorter because this is a smaller tub, a smaller crate, a smaller box, whatever you want to call it, with some miscellaneous assorted Oracle decks. And there's going to be about two more of those, but I'm just gonna do this one. So, because I do want to go through my full collection and show it to you guys. So we're gonna start. Ooh, this is actually a fun one. These boxes are big, and I'm not gonna zoom out. But they just about fit on the screen, so you guys can see what they are. So this is the Divine Circus Oracle cards, the newer edition by Alana Fairchild. And I have to say, I really like this deck a lot. You probably all know that I have quite a difficult relationship with Miss Fairchild. A lot of people love her writing style. The backs are a repurposed image from one of the fronts. I don't like that, by the way. I hate it when that happens. I have a difficult relationship with her. I know a lot of people love and adore her writing style. I think it's a bit too woolly for my liking. What I do like about this deck, however, is that a lot of the titles, in combination with the artwork, although they may seem a bit out there sometimes, are actually very easily readable. I did like this test where I sort of made up my own meanings from what I saw in the cards, and then I checked the guidebook, and they did fit most of the time, so that was fun. I really like. Normally, I don't like decks that are a Harlequin Fest. Hello, Chiro Marchetti. But I do like these. I do like this deck a lot. It's a collaborative deck, so there's art from multiple artists in here, although I do feel like it flows very, very well. I think it's absolutely stunning. I think it's a really cool deck. Look at that Duke of Shadows. Like, he's fagalicious AF, and I love it. So, yeah, I like it a lot. I really, really, really like this. This really warms my Oracle deck heart. So yeah, the Divine Circus Oracle, I feel like it's kind of a, and I don't own that. I may actually purchase that one day, but not today. I feel like it's kind of in the same vein as our Sacred Rebels Oracle. It's very much about that energy of being wild, free, and untamed, and I don't really have a whole lot like that in my collection, so I do like that a lot. Up next, another Blue Angel deck. I suppose a lot of my Blue Angel decks are in here because they have these big boxes that do fit really nicely together. This is the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish, and Lucy Cavendish is probably one of my favorite Blue Angel authors, so that's really cool. And this deck is stunning. I do have the Hidden Worlds book that kind of, you could be seen as a companion for the deck. What's up with this? Oh, okay. The backs are like really cool back design. Unfortunately, when I got this, one of the cards was ever so slightly damaged. You don't really notice when you use it that much, but that was kind of a shame because I got it from my mom for my birthday. So this deck is very much about all these magical places. There is a lot of horizontal art, and it is explained in the guidebook why that is, which I think is good. So this is all art that already existed, and they didn't want to crop it, and they didn't want to mutilate the artistic vision of the artist, so they decided to keep it. And these are all special magical places in the world, and I think it is really stunning. These are cards that I can get lost in. It's actually really, really stunning. I feel like someone I know very well is gonna love this deck. So, but I love it too, and it's a gift from my mom. It's so cool when your parents give you decks. Like, honestly, it really is. But yeah, there is a lot of horizontal cards in here, a lot, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really pretty. I just can't stop looking at this, especially these horizontal cards. Like, I almost wish they all would have been like that. That would have been really cool. So yeah, this is a really cool deck, and it's all about hidden worlds, which I do like that concept, kind of the liminal spaces and what they would look like. Up next is another deck by Miss Fairchild, the White Light Oracle. Not the biggest fan of these. This box, for some reason, doesn't fully fit on the screen, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna push these crystals out the way a bit. Yeah, that's better. Just a tad bit more. This is a big box, y'all. I don't like this deck that much. However, the CD, the White Light Frequencies, I listen to that album every day. That's how good it is. So, yeah. You know, the art in this is really amazing. The guidebook is pretty good. It's just that when using such a guidebook heavy deck, in bigger spreads, it just gets really exhausting. So I only do 1 card pulls with this because it just gets too exhausting, too annoying, too new age, too esoterical. But is it a bad deck? No, it's actually pretty good, but it's definitely more of an interactive book rather than a deck. But it's really stunning. Really, really stunning. Yeah, like, I think most people have seen this. I believe this is one of the first Blue Angel decks to be released on this cardstock. And when I got this the first time, I was completely blown away. Completely blown away. This is one of my favorite types of cardstock for Oracle cards. So, stunning art, unusable card titles, pretty usable guidebook, fun to read. Funnily enough, the text in this guidebook isn't as woolly as some of Miss Fairchild's other decks, so that's interesting. Up next, The Gospel of Aradia by Stacy DeMarco with art by Jimmy Manton. It's a really small deck. There's not that many cards in here. Does it even say on the back? Yeah, 34 cards. That's an interesting number. That adds up to 7. I've never had a 34 card Oracle deck before, so I do think that that's interesting. It does have its own back design. As you can see, it's pretty glossy. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty little deck. It has interesting keywords. It has an interesting guidebook. I absolutely adore Jimmy Manton's art in this. I love the different color borders. I love it. I really like it. I love that we sometimes get people, sometimes we get objects, sometimes we get places. It's a great storytelling deck because we kind of follow these 4 characters. I think it's really stunning. I think it's a really cool, stunning deck. There's even some guys in here, which I like a lot. Yeah. And even some of the weirder keywords, I'm still kind of like, yeah, I kind of get it. Or, you know, it's easy to look up. It's just that there's not that many cards. But it's interesting. It's cool. I like it a lot. And I'm never, ever, ever getting rid of this. Now, why did I close this box again? Sometimes I just really hate myself. Up next, another Blue Angel. This one, the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards. This is a really good one, y'all. But what this deck doesn't do right is what I always try to warn most creators about when they say, hey, I'm going to start doing a deck. And that is essentially just waltzing into any printer's office and go, Here, make me a deck out of this art, and I don't care what the format is. That's what Izzy Ivy did as well. She just took some pics of all of her art and sent them to Blue Angel and told them, okay, you guys make this work. So sometimes we get these borderless images. Sometimes we get these weird tiny borders like here, which is completely fine. Another borderless one, another borderless one, another borderless one. Here the borders are way bigger. You know, and that's what happens when you just randomly waltz into the printers. And it also tells me that the creation of the deck probably wasn't as mindful as, look, now we have borders up here. Probably wasn't as mindful as she would like us to believe. However, it does work as a deck. It does work very well. I do like the art. I'm not getting rid of it. I do like the idea a lot. I just wish, you know, that Blue Angel as a publisher would be a bit more stern with their creators and be like, we need to have the artwork in this and this format. So creators know what they're up to. But it is a really stunning deck. It does have that Lemurian energy. I like that a lot. I feel very attracted to it. Atlantean and Lemurian energy. I do quite like my New Age shit from time to time, actually. I do like it. It's a cute form of escapism for me. And I really do like Izzy Ivy's art. I really do. There is a pocket edition of this. I love this Mount Shasta illustration, by the way. There is a pocket edition of this that is a bit less horrible with these weird borders sometimes. Yet still is pretty, still has the same issues. It's not completely gone. You know, so if you're watching this and you're like, hey, I want to create a deck, don't just start doing art randomly. The first thing you should think about is, what size cards do I want these to be on? And then ask a printer for a template so you can see if your art, maybe you've already done a couple pieces, so you can see if your art fits in there before you doing the whole deck, and then after drawing 44 to 78 cards realizing, oh, this doesn't fit. Shit. Because I made that mistake with my first ever deck and I was like, fuck. Okay, up next. This is really, really cool. And I don't use this nearly enough. And this is a deck illustrated by Sharon McLeod, and she's coming out with a new deck with Blue Angel that looks absolutely stunning. This is a very guidebook heavy deck too, but I don't mind it at all. So let me show it to you. It has this really cool red gilding. I love Sharon McLeod's artwork so much. So we get these. This is very much a very childish deck, if you would. Very much inner child work, going back to your childhood. Every card has a lovely story in the guidebook that just, I don't know, transports you to this world. I don't know, I very much get December Christmassy vibes whenever I see this deck. We get these lovely borders that a lot of people seem to dislike, but I kind of love them. It's really cute art. I really, really adore Sharon McLeod's art. I feel like she's a stellar artist. This deck describes my childhood and what my childhood looked like in a nutshell. It looks exactly like where I grew up, how I grew up, what that looked like, what that felt like. So yeah. Making this mask was all I knew how to say to the birds how much I love them. Mask of Sorrow. Wow. The Gentle Heart. Aww. So this is a very gentle, cute deck. Gorgeous messages. Gorgeous guidebook. Couldn't recommend it enough. This is a self-published one, I feel. Yeah. It's probably one of my most prized possessions. I think it's so cute. The next one is a really good one as well. Another guidebook heavy deck. the Liminal Spirits Oracle by Laura Tempest Zarkov. She has a new one, which is just as guidebook heavy. I may end up getting that one day when it's a bit more affordable, because her sets can run quite pricey for mass market. So it comes with this guidebook, which is really good. And the art on the cards is just stunning. With a lot of these throughout the years, when you kind of start working with cards, when you kind of get into the witchy scene, when you kind of get into the metaphysical scene, you start developing this symbolic language. So I can read with a lot of these based on experience. So yeah, I can read with it fine. However, you know, when something gets a guidebook this thick, you're kind of forced to still use it, or I don't know. It's a really well-produced deck. It's really pretty. I adore the art. It's just stunning. It's really good. I may actually use this week somewhere. This could have been in the nature animal sort of box, but I didn't put it in there probably because of the size of the box. I think this is really, really cool. And, you know, like I said, because I do have knowledge of symbolism, I can work with this, especially the animal symbolism and, you know, the plants and shit. It's a really, really well-produced deck. It's really good, honestly. It really is. For a freshly starting reader, you know, since it's just symbols on the cards and the cards don't really tell stories, this could be difficult for one to get into. But the art is very captivating. It is really captivating. And Martin gifted me this. I really like it. Oh man, I might even use this tomorrow because it's just so pretty and so good. But this is definitely not a deck. Look at those backs, by the way. Not a deck for novice readers. But it is really, really, really great. Really well-produced set. Yeah, like, I feel like this is one of the first Oracle card decks that Llewellyn did that was actually good. Yeah. Is that a bit mean? Maybe. I don't know. Like I said before, I don't think Llewellyn is very good at doing Oracle decks. Up next, wow, I haven't used this in ages, yet it is so good. The Inscription Oracle by a creator who has since sort of become a friend. We interact every now and then. Nienke van Zwol, she's from the Netherlands. She's a fabulous artist, and these are, and a linguist, which I do love. And these are all cards with asemic script on them. So these are all, this is her fantasy language. And what she kind of wants you to do is ascribe your own meanings to them, which I really do like a lot. I know Nina Reel from Shuffle Tarot used to use this deck a lot. And honestly, like, this whole little crate so far, I am digging it. What about you guys? Who said Oracle decks can be fun or can be cool? Like, you know, and that's what I like about Oracle decks sometimes, especially a lot of the ones that I've shown. The Blue Angel ones, maybe not so much, except for maybe that Divine Circle, that Beyond Lemuria was really good, and that Gospels of Aradia, and also that Innocent Heart Oracle and the Liminal Spirits Oracle. You can feel the amount of creativity that was put into this. In order for, you know, the creator to get their point across. And, you know, with tarot, it's very often, I would like to do a tarot deck. Let's copy all the, I've said this a million times before, people are going to be annoyed, but let's copy Pamela Coleman-Smith as much as I can, but I'm a really well-trained artist, so I'm going to make these really cool, super detailed dragon images. So where there would normally be a human, now you would see a dragon in the card. And I feel like this is way more interesting to me. That other shit is boring as hell. This is interesting. So yeah, for example, this card right here, there's so much to see. And I find this absolutely fascinating in a depth soul touch soul cards kind of way of reading, where I would probably think, I'm seeing this sort of balance. When we look at just at the asemic script, we see this sort of balance going on between the above and the below. It's very, everything's very balanced. Maybe also a little bit stuck, but then we look at the colors and it's water and earth. How do they work together in order for you to feel balanced? So, for example, your work realm and your emotional realm, how do they interact together at this point in time? And this actually is a really important topic for me right now. So that's how I read with this. And I just feel like it's a sensational deck, honestly. It really, really is. And I can't thank Ninka enough for creating it. I bought this at a local store. And yeah, the Interscription Oracle by Ninka Van Zol is a really special little deck. Okay, up next. Affirmations by Lorianne Anderson. Really cute little deck. It's a little pocket deck that you can take with you on the go. I can't even like lay this down because you won't be able to see it, but you get these little affirmations that are just really cute. They're really well written. Each card has this like cute yet sort of generic new agey looking line work illustration on the back, which kind of looks like it was taken from some stock site. However, the cards themselves and the messages on them are really, really, really cute and good. And I actually gifted this to a friend, and she pulls cards from it very regularly. She loves it. I love the little box. It's a really cute little rock pool release. Up next. Ooh, The Art Through the Starstream Oracle by Cheryl Yambeck Rose. Super new age Glastonbury woo. Adorable. Adorable. Let's look at it. This is actually like out of print now, I feel. Cheryl Yambeck Rose used to be her claim to fame was doing a couple picks, and well, that's not true. She was an established artist. Then she painted some images for some Doreen Virtue decks, and I feel like then she got approached to create decks of her own by US Games. So this is a US Games Oracle deck. Also, US Games are not that good at Oracle decks, but this is a pretty cool one. It's on a really unusual card format. And we get these really, really new age Arcturian, Lemurian, well, no, Atlantean this imagery here. A lot of Glastonbury imagery. And it's really, really good. It's very straightforward messages. I think it's a really cute deck. Martin actually gifted me his copy. It's really cute. It's really, really cute. Actually, I'm really, really, really digging this crate. Everything I'm seeing, I'm kind of going, hey, haven't used this in a while. All love it a lot. So, yeah. It's really good. It's really awesome. Really cool. Oh, this Jesus figure looks a little bit weird though. Looks like a little, giving me sort of zombie vibes. But yeah, there's a lot of like really cool shit in here. I feel like there was one, let me look that up really quickly, where it has flying saucers and little elephants on there. Lots of titties as well. And yes, I did just say titties, because I love that word. I love the word titties. Yeah, there's so much alien shit in this deck. So much Jesus. Oh yeah, I'm finding all of the zany cards right now. Well, there's way more, but I'm not going to show all of them. So yeah, look. Here we got baby tiny elephants with little flying saucers up there and up there. So I love that. Then we got Divine Union with this Jesus Maria and then this flying saucer up here. And Silbury Stargate, I think outside the flock. And we get lots of flying saucers here and there and this, like, I don't know, black hole with this face peeking through. But I really like the zaniness of it all. And also, I feel like Cheryl, because everyone is entitled to their own beliefs, but I feel like Cheryl actually believes that this is all real and happening, and for that, you know, that's authenticity, and I like that a lot. Up next, I'll probably only use this like one time, but it is really good. Once again, really digging this. The Sacred Creators Oracle, boop, by Chris Ann. I have all Chris Ann decks, actually, apart from that animal deck, and I think that deck is hideous. This is a very usable... I should probably use this more while I'm creating, actually. A very usable little deck. It has a cute finish on it. It's really good. It's really good. It's cute. It's honest. I like it a lot. You know, what is there to say? It's a cute, sigilly Oracle deck, and I like it. You know, we've all seen it. Is this the second coming of Christ? No, but it's really, really cute. It's really well made. There's lots of resources. Like, she did a pretty good job on it. And then last thing from this particular crate, and then we're going to be done. Still clocking in at about half an hour. Well, at least that's better than 20,000 hours, like the one I did yesterday. It's the Supra Oracle by Usi. Yay! Supra, Usi, yay. These are the stupid sacred geometry cards that I never use, so we can ditch those because who even fucking cares? Yeah, this is a really dope deck. I didn't buy the guidebook because I think their guidebooks are aesthetically very pleasing, but they add zero to no information to how you read these cards. I think this has usually pretty usable keywords that you can use very well. It's kind of in that classical style that a lot of people like, that automatically makes decks look more credible too. You could have the biggest bullshit deck out there in the world, but have it drawn or painted in this style, and immediately it becomes super credible. I could name some examples, but I won't. But yeah, it's cute. It does the trick. And actually, this is probably the most expensive deck out of all of the decks that I've shown you today, and this is probably the one that this doesn't make me go, oh wow, or oh, this gets me excited at all. So, you know, I guess I like it, but, you know, it's not a special. Usi is really great at marketing their stuff and marketing it as more special than it actually is. But tis a good deck. It's usable. The quality is really good. Same for all of their tarot decks. Like, really high quality, really good, really usable. I wish they would get rid of the tuck boxes, you know, but that's very much part of their aesthetic as well. These tuck boxes with these seals to make it look super authentic and cool. Cool. I'm a Libra. Cool. Yeah, I'm not about that life, but yeah, this crate was actually really cool. Miscellaneous Oracle decks. Who would have thought? Thank you for watching. I'm actually done within half an hour. I love that. Thanks for watching, bitches, and goodbye.